Hello, I'm Mr. Rogery and welcome to my leveling guide. This guide covers the full 1 to 70 experience. The guide is fairly detailed and I will be putting helpful hints on the top of the screen that will help guide you through it. From level 1 to 10 is going to be very different depending on which race you chose to start as. If you started as human, I would recommend starting in Elwyn Forest and following the quest line until you reach Goldshire. If you picked any other non-allied race, I would recommend doing the Exiles Reach intro quest line. This will finish in Stormwind and then you can go straight to Goldshire from there. If you did pick an allied race, I would recommend going to Goldshire immediately after finishing the small intro quest. Our initial route will start in Goldshire. Here you want to make sure you collect the quests, Further Concerns, Gold Dust Exchange, Cobalt Candles and the Fargo Deep Mine. Here we head south. Along the way we're going to check for the rare Narg the Taskmaster and we'll enter the cave and kill kobolds for the quest progress. Here we head east to the Malcure Vineyards. Here you're going to defeat Julia Stevens in a pet battle and check for the rare Thoros Lightfingers. After this we head to the Stonefield Farm, collect and complete the quest Princess Must Die. Then we're heading to Westfall. Along the way you're going to want to check for the rare Gruff Swiftbite. Once in Westfall you're going to want to challenge Old MacDonald into a pet battle, accept the quest, Murder Was the Case They Gave Me. Once that's complete, you want to continue the quest, Hot on the Trail. Doing this you will kill gnolls and murlocs for the quest. While there, check the coast for the rare Slark. Once you've done this, you want to return back and hand in all of the quests, and then you want to use your Hearthstone back to Goldshire. Once in Goldshire, make sure you hand in all the quests, and then we're going to be going east to Eastvale Logging Camp. Along the way, you're going to find some quests on the bridge. Make sure you accept all of these and continue to the logging camp. Along the way, make sure you kill James Clark in the first house of Eastvale Logging Camp. While here, you're going to want to pick up your first skill in riding, and you also want to collect all of the quests. From here, you're going to head down to Backwell Pumpkin Patch. Along the way, check for the rare Bushtail. At the pumpkin patch, make sure you kill the collector and check for the rare Snoot the Rooter. When you move up towards Stonecarn Lake, check for the rare Tarantis along the way. At the lake, kill the Defias and the Murlocs for the quest. Collect the wood on the nearby forest as you make your way back down. Kill the wolves and bears as well, just to finish everything up. Once back in the camp, complete all the quests and head off to Redridge. Once in Redridge, you're going to climb the tower and collect all of the quests along the way. Make sure you have everything before moving on. Here you're going to head over to the first gnoll camp. You're going to kill gnolls and boars along the way and collect the battle plans. Continue to kill gnolls and boars along the way. Collect the second set of battle plans. We're also going to check for the two rares, Rib Chaser and Snarl Flare. Here we move down to collect the final battle plans. I would make sure you double check for the rare Gnoll Feaster, and you should be completed with the Gnolls and Boars quest. We finally head back towards the tower. Here you want to make sure you've collected all of the quest objectives and then hand them all in. Next we're going to head over to Lindsay and fight her and defeat her in a pet battle. Next we're going to head over to the Lakeshire Pier, collect the quest on it and complete it. It requires you to go underwater, so just keep that in mind. Next we go into the Lakeshire Town Hall and we're going to collect all of the quests that are in town. Next we're going to head across, kill all of the Murlocs and activate the quest objective here. You also want to look out for the rare Squiddick. He spawns on the island, so you'll see him if he's up. Next, we return and hand in all of the quests. We're then going to want to head to the Lakeshire Graveyard and complete the Gnome Calder part of the quest chain. Next, we're going to head north into the canyons. We're going to kill and loot gnolls and collect supplies from the nearby camps. Make sure to hug the bottom side of the canyon as it makes it a lot easier. We now head into the cave and kill Ardo Dirtpaw. From here you can complete He Who Controls the Atoms. From here we're going to head out of the cave and head east to kill Yowlar. Make sure you loot him. After this we're going to head down to the west side of Lakeshire. Make sure you grab an Eton along the way. We want to collect and complete the quest An Unwelcome Guest and complete all and hand in all of the quests in Lakeshire. Once you're done with this, make sure your Hearthstone location is set to Lakeshire. Make sure you have all of the quests that are in Lakeshire, and then you're going to want to head towards Aether's Mill. Along the way, make sure you check for the rare Chatter. Once in Aether's Mill, make sure you complete the small quest chain. Once done, we're going to leave and head north. We're going to kill Utroka, the Key Mistress, and loot her. Along the way, try to complete as many objectives, collecting spyglasses and things like that. After that, we're going to head northwest into Render's camp. Make sure to complete the full chain and all other quests. Once everything is done, you're going to Hearthstone, hand everything in Lakeshire, and fly to Stormwind. You should also be at least level 20 when you finish this. If you aren't, then just carry on the quest chain for a little bit longer until you're level 20, but you should be 20. While in Stormwind, make sure you collect any riding skill that you may be missing, and then head towards Duskwood. The first thing we're going to do is head straight to Darkshire and collect every single quest that we can find. Once we have everything, we're going to head towards Brightwood Grove. We're going to kill Worgen in this surrounding area and check for the rare Fenris. After we've done this, we're going to head north towards the river. We're going to kill wolves and spiders for the quest objectives and then check for the rare Lupos. From here, we're going to return to Darkshire, hand in all of the quests that we finished, collect all of the new quests, and set our Hearthstone to Darkshire. After we've done this, we're going to head up to Abercrombie and collect his quest. While up there, make sure you check for the unknown soldier. He spawns behind the tower. Once we've done this, we head back to Darkshire, hand in and accept all new quests. From here, we head to Blind Mary's Haunt. We're going to kill the zombies outside, and then collect the comb from Mary and accept her quest. From here, we're going to head to the Rotting Orchard. While here, we kill the Worgen. We're going to enter the building and collect the note. Once this is done, return to Darkshire. For the next part of the quest, we're going to head to Tranquil Garden Cemetery. Here, you're going to want to kill the skeletons outside and kill the ghoul inside the building. After this, we head to the cave next door, kill Worgen along the way. Make sure you collect the note at the end of the cave and check for the rare Nefaru as well. From here, we're going to head back to Darkshire and hand in all quests. Next, we head up to Abercrombie and hand in the quest. You can also check for the rare again while you're up here. You will find a small gap in the mountain that allow you to drop down in the house to the east. During this quest, you'll need to use a ring to summon a mob which you kill. Once this is done, return to Darkshire and hand everything in. After this is done, you're going to head to the crossroads. Once here, you're going to collect all the quests and then head down towards the Jorgen Farmstead. While here, you're going to want to kill the plants, head into the building and collect the note. Once you've done this, you're going to then want to jump across and head into the Volgol or Ogre Mound. Kill ogres as you head to the entrance of the cave. Once in the cave, you're going to want to kill the named ogre at the end of the cave. Once you've done this, return to the camp at the crossroads and hand everything in. After this, we're going to head to Ravenhill, collect all of the quests available at Ravenshill, and then drop down into Adele's Steed. Here you want to use the item on the yellow mobs to complete the quest and collect the note that is in the back of the barn. There will also be a quest to capture a Worgen here, make sure you do that as well. You're going to want to return to Ravenhill and hand in and complete all quests. You'll head up and defeat Eric Davidson in a pet battle. You will kill ghouls as you make your way towards the house at the top of the hill. Collect the item in the house, and then on your way out you want to head north, check for the 2 rares, Marina Desiris and Elijah, and then head down the right side back to Raven's Hill. Once you've handed everything in Raven's Hill, Hearthstone back to Darkshire and hand in everything there. After that, fly back to Stormwind. While in Stormwind, you want to make sure you pick up the new rank of Flying, and then activate Chromie Time for Warlords of Draenor. Now, I'm not going to explain anything about the Warlords of Draenor intro, it's very linear, just follow it through. So once we're done with the intro, we're going to head over to Shadowmoon. Here, you're going to complete the Garrison questline, and then collect the Pal Orcs questline. From here, we're going to head northwest to start the Pal Orcs questline. There is a cave towards the back that you want to enter and pick up the treasure. Once you've done with this, return to your garrison. Then we want to go south to Starfall Outpost. From here, you complete the chain until you get the quest Soul Shards of Summoning. After this, we're going to head southwest and collect the quest that's near the entrance of the cave. The mob will be on top of the hill nearby. After you've done that, enter the cave and complete the bonus objective and the quests that are located inside. There's also a treasure inside that you should collect. After this, you want to head to Golvar and collect all the quests from Khadgar and complete them. Once you've completed them, return to the Stars Rest outpost and hand everything in. Once done, return to your garrison and collect the quest Travel to Embari Village. Make sure you have all the treasures that are located within your garrison as well. Along the way, you're going to find a wanted quest. Make sure you collect that and talk to the statue nearby to receive a buff. I recommend taking the Blessing of Door as it gives you the most benefit. From here, we're going to head north and kill the mammoth for the wanted quest. There are a lot of treasures nearby here, so make sure you collect them all. I recommend using an add-on just to spot them. From here, we're going to head to Embari Village and hand in both wanted quests. Here, you will want to follow the quest line until you complete the quest Shadows Awaken. Once you've done this, you want to head down to Fiona's camp and follow the quest line until you get to the quest Cooking with Unstable Herbs. Do not complete this quest, it is not worth it. From here, you're going to want to head to the Burial Fields and complete the bonus objective. Collect the 4 treasures while you're here. Once completed, use your Hearthstone back to Stormwind. Once in Stormwind, pick up your faster rank of Flying and then use your Garrison Hearthstone to return to your garrison. Once we are back in our garrison, we're going to accept the quest for Gorgrond and take the flight path. From here, where you land, you're going to want to do the nearby bonus objective and follow the quest chain until you hit High Pass. Once in High Path, you're going to want to select the Sparring Arena outpost and then accept all of the quests. From here, take the flight path for the quest chain. Once you've done this, you'll land nearby a bonus objective. You're going to want to complete that bonus objective in that area and follow the quest chain until you meet Rexxar. From here, you're going to want to move over to the Stonewall Arena, complete the bonus objective and the quest line here. These are very efficient, there's a lot of quests here. Once this is complete, you want to move up to the north and complete the bonus objective in that area as well. Once you're done, you want to make sure that you've completed all the quest objectives in this area and collect any nearby treasures. From here, you want to head back to Rexxar and collect his quests. From here, we're going to follow his chain and completing any nearby bonus objectives and treasures that we can find. After we've done this, we're going to head over to Atur and follow his quest chain until we hit level 50. Once you have hit level 50, you want to Hearthstone back to Stormwind. The next place we're heading is Loch Mordan. The easiest way to get here is via flight path if you have the scouting maps. If not, take the tram to Ironforge. The first quest you want to pick up is the missing pilot. This will appear on your map. Complete the chain and head to the Valley of Kings. Once at the Valley of Kings, make sure you hand in and complete all of the quests and collect any new ones. Next, we fly over to the valley and kill the Trogs for the quest objectives. Here, we're also going to check for the rare Magosh. Once all the objectives are done, return to the Valley of Kings and hand that quest in. Once that's done, you're going to collect a new quest, which requires you to fly into the cave. You're going to kill the Trogs inside and find and kill Gormug at the end of the cave. Once that's done, return to the Valley of the Kings for a final time, hand in all the quests, and then fly over to Thelsmar. Once in Thelsmar, you're going to want to collect all the quests in the town, and then fly south. In the mountain, you're going to find Goric Guzzledorth. Make sure you kill him, and there's also a scroll quest in the cave. While there, check for the rare Moric Darkbrew. He patrols up and down the mountain. From here, we're going to head slightly northwest and kill the gnolls and kobolds in the area. While there, we're going to check for the rare Sage Paw. From here, we're going to head northeast. Make sure to kill and loot spiders and bears along the way. Make sure you loot them as we need them for the quest objectives. Finally, we're going to head to the Algaz station to hand in and accept any new quests. From here, we're going to head south. We're going to kill Commander Nazrim. And while we're there, we're checking for the rare Cub. After you've done this, return to Algaz station and hand in the quest. From here, we're going to go east and kill the kobolds and check for the rare Grizzlag. We return and hand in the quests again. We're finally going to enter Silverstream Mine. Here you want to enter the cave, collect boxes, and complete any more quest objectives located within. Return to the Algaz station one final time and hand in all quests. Finally, we're going to head back to Thelsmar and hand in all the quests. Along the way, make sure if you haven't looted any of the bears or spiders, make sure to kill those. Once you've collected all the quests from Thelsmar, we're going to head to the east and collect the quest that's located under the dock. From here, you're going to move south and kill Murlocs along the way. Check for the rare Whitefin. After this, we're going to continue further southwest and kill buzzards and crocolisks, and also check for the rare Gosh Haldir. After this, you're going to return to Thelsmere and hand everything in, except every new quest that you can find. After this is done, we're going to head east and complete the quest by using the items. You have to put on a disguise and then get close to the gnoll that's located by the number 5 on the map. Once this is done, return to Thelsmere and hand in all of the quests. Once we've collected all the new quests, we're going to get directed to go southwest. There's going to be dwarf camp here that we need to save. You do this by killing the 4 dwarves. While here, check for the rare Chandra the Spinner that's located just up the hill. Afterwards, you're going to complete the quests at Ironband's excavation and check for the rare Boss Galosh. Once complete, we're going to head over to Farstrider Lodge. We're going to hand in all quests and collect all of the new quests. From here, we're going to head west and find the eagles for the feathers. While here, check for the rare Lord Condor. After this, we're going to head north and collect foxtails and pine cones off of the floor. You check for the rare ash towel while you're here. After this, we're going to head west, close to the lock. We want to kill boars and flies here and check for the rare Nyx. Once this is completed, return to Farstrider Lodge. Hand in and collect any new quests from the lodge. There may be a short daisy chain that requires you to go to different people within the lodge, but just follow it, it's super simple. You want to go west again and kill bobcats in the area. Once you've done this, you want to head north and kill the named bear in the cave. Once you've done this, you should be able to return to the lodge and hand everything in. You should hit level 60. If you were a little short, return to Thelsmar and hand in them quests. If you are very short, then just carry on the quest chains until you hit level 60. What level you finish here will depend a lot on what buffs you have available, such as Darkmoon Fair, the Warfront Potion, War Mode. There's lots of different things you can do, and the earlier you hit them, this level 60, the better. But once you are level 60, return to Stormwind to start the Dragonflight campaign by talking to Rathian. After doing the Stormwind intro quest, you're going to want to start in the Waking Shores. We're not going to spend very long here, but you're going to want to accept all of the quests. We head across and kill drakes and whelps and free the people that are trapped. There is a rare in a cave at the top that you will need to kill, and then we're going to move across to Wormrest Embassy. Once in Wemrest Embassy, hand in all the quests and follow the quest chain until you can start the Threads of Fate. Once we're done here, we're going to stop in Waking Shore and fly over to Valdrakken. Once in Valdrakken, you're going to want to start the campaign. You can do this by talking to Alex Straza. You will follow this through until you have the quest called Sudden Exposure. You also want to collect the Spa quest from in front of the fountain. From here, we're going to fly down to the Spa side quests and complete those. Make sure you kill the big slime as he drops an additional quest. Once completed, we're going to fly across and complete the Gardens of Unity side quest. While here, you also want to check for the rare Azeroth. He is flying in the air, so just make sure you look up and keep an eye out. You're going to want to continue the campaign to the south, so fly down there. While you're down there, look for the rare Lookout Morden. He's in a tower, so you will have to fly up there. Once you've got the campaign to a point where you head back to Valdrakken, hand it all in, and then we're going to fly off to the Azure Span. The start of the Azure Span campaign is in between Aharon Plains and the Azure Span, so make sure you fly down there. It should be easy to spot because you should get a marker on your map. Follow the campaign to the camp that's a little bit further down the river. Collect and complete all the quests in this camp, including the Wanted quest. You want to complete the campaign in Camp Antonidas until you are sent down to the Azure Archives. When you've done all of the campaign, you will get new side quests spawn, which you need to complete. If Hemet is ever in the camp, make sure to accept and complete his quests. Once you have all the quests, we're going to head south towards the Azure Archives. Make sure you have everything before you leave. Along the way, you're going to find a camp with some Tuskar. You want to complete that chain and then head towards the Azure Archives. When you arrive at the Azure Archives, you're going to want to continue the campaign until you get returned to Camp Antonidas. While there, also check for the rare Forgotten Creation. Then you're going to head to the east and go to Camp Nowhere. Once in Camp Nowhere, hand in all of the quests and collect any new ones. There are two main quest chains here that we want to complete both. Next, we're going to fly to the north and complete the Lost Ruins side quests. Once those are completed, we then fly to the west and do the Riders in the Snow. There is a bonus objective in this area that also needs to be completed. When we return to Camp Antonidas, we're going to want to continue the campaign and make sure that we have all of the side quests picked up. From here, we're going to move down the camp and look for Brenna. Also, while you're doing Brenna's quest lane, make sure you check for the rare Sharpfang along the road. Once you've completed that, we're going to head further west to continue the campaign. We then fly up to Three Falls Lookout and along the way check for the rare Cascade. We're going to want to accept and complete all quests in this area. Once completed, you're going to fly to the southeast to Brackenhide Waterhole. Warning about these quests, they are extremely difficult, so if you're undergeared, take your time, do not push it. Once you're done, we want to continue with the campaign until Caligos turns up. Here we're going to continue the campaign and then complete the bonus objective in this area. While here, you want to check for the rare Vakril. I want to make a small comment on Iskara. Iskara is very complex and easy to get confused around, so I'm going to include a document that I made for Dragonflight launch in the description. But you want to follow that around, follow the campaign until it wants to send you back to the Azure Archives. From here, you want to fly across and complete the Toe Jam quest line, and then fly up to kill Krojek the Shore Prowler for the Wanted quest. Once you've done this, you're going to want to head north to start the Nook News questline. From here, you are going to want to complete a Farfur blog friend as well. And after you've done that, return to Iskara, hand everything in, and you should hit level 70. If you didn't quite manage level 70, then carry on, go to the Azure Archive. So I guess the first question is, are there actually faster ways to level than this? I do not think from 10 to 60 there is actually anything anywhere near as fast. However, from 60 to 70, I think there is a faster way to level, and that involves using somebody to boost you in Azure Span. I believe if you stack buffs, such as Dark Moon Fair, Fire Festival, and the current Winds of Sanctuary buff, and a lot of other content, I believe you could actually level extremely fast using that way, but it's not as fun, and this is fun. Does class choice matter? Yes. Playing a monk is by far the fastest class to level by a huge margin. I didn't actually use it in this run, and it took me 8 hours to do 1 to 70. What I would recommend is, if you are a monk, there is a special monk questline you can do, and I would do that to push yourself from 50 to 60 as early as you can. So it may be at level 54, 55 with all the buffs that you can actually do that. If you have any questions for me, I'll be more than happy to answer them. I stream live every day from 7 PM GMT till about midnight on twitch.tv Mr. Rogery. And you can also leave them in the comments and I will answer them. If you found this useful, then please like, comment and subscribe. It does help me out and I would really appreciate it.